can't let this guy talk to you like you're some
Get back in the APC.
We are the police. We're here to make sure...
Get back in the APC
No!
now!
Not until we inventory every gun and every bullet on this property and put it to evidence.
Avi, you gotta stop this before someone gets hurt.
Bring up the trucks! Bring them up! I want all you people to put your food in the trucks in an orderly fashion.
You gotta shut this guy up before someone gets hurt here.
This gathering is illegal and shall disband.
Avi, shut this
We
guy
shall
up
confiscate
now.
all food for fair and equitable distribution by the city of Oakwood through its legal...
Good afternoon, everybody. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. So everything that you've done for the last few years, all your prepping, all your supplies, all your hard work, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your money, it's for the community. And everything you have is going to be confiscated because it's the equitable thing to do. So that little 35-second clip is from the HOMESTEAD movie / series. I have not watched it all. I just watched a couple clips. But I had a pretty good idea how it was going to go. I'm not going to give away any spoilers because I really don't have any. Now, a little heads up. The HOMESTEAD movie is by Angel Studio. That's a Christian-based studio. This is a movie that is the movie before the series. So, I believe in order to watch the series, that there's a membership fee. I believe there's also a fee to watch the movie. So that's just a little heads up. If you're gonna pay to watch the movie, then you're gonna be hooked into the series. There is that. But the point of my video is that was the mayor of whatever area they were in Colorado. Obviously, the wording chosen was intentional by the makers of the film, because libtards wouldn't make a film about prepping like we would anyway. And almost all the people involved in the Angel Studio and a couple others are Christian conservatives. So the word, your food is going to be distributed equitably, he actually says something like, you have no right. We have no right to store our own food. That is the message that the makers of the film were trying to convey, that liberals, Democrats, deep state believe that anything that you own, even though you earned it yourself, belongs to everyone. Now, what happens in that scene you saw? Events very similar to that are going to happen all across the United States when the massive food shortages that I have warned about for years, and still the Trump administration won't even begin to mention the subject. Part of me understands that he doesn't want to cause fear and hysteria, but because there's going to be enough of it with whatever the Democrats are planning to unleash any day now. But there is no food. Right now, chickens are being destroyed by the tens of millions. There are many stores, from what I understand, across the United States that do not have eggs and will not be getting any because the Democrats are using this bird flu H5N1 crap to decimate the chicken and the egg supply. During COVID, they used it to get rid of the beef and the pork. So, very soon, when the SHTF really kicks in, because we've been in one for years, but when it really smacks home after a false flag attack somewheres, the masses, as I've said, they're going to sit home and wait for the government to come take care of them. By the time they realize no one's coming to save them because there is no food, it'll be too late for them. The store shelves will already be emptied of the most important things to people. There won't be any food to ration, even. If these unprepared knuckleheads know that you have food, they will be coming for it. And it very likely could be a showdown like you see in that scene. Probably no tanks and no 50 caliber guns to take people out from 500 yards away. But if you and a significant other are in a house in a small town, you could have all the self-defense tools and ammo that you want. If a group of even remotely, basically savvy people of 2 or 3 decide that they are going to take your food, they are going to take your food. If you resist, they will take your life. Now, I'm not saying you don't resist and simply give them whatever they're demanding. I'm saying make the accommodations now to be somewhere else where there is safety in numbers, or you are so far off the grid, so to speak, that no one can find you. Because 1, 2, 3 people, you are not going to be able to defend a location even with just one door against a group of 2, 3, let alone 10, 15 starving, scared shitless demtards who suddenly believe in the Second Amendment. They might even burn you out. Start a fire so you run out, put it out, run in, get your food. Like Democrats, they will burn down the city to rule over the ashes. They will be of the mindset that if they can't have it, you're not having it, even though it's yours. Now, more than ever, I don't care that Trump got elected. That doesn't change anything. Everything that's been put in motion is gonna have to play out. And there isn't a whole lot Trump can do about it. That's the point. He may be a self-anointed savior, but he is not coming to save you all. We have to save ourselves. And if you want to be around for this great golden age reset that's being promised, this Nasera, Jacera, Q-tard stuff, then you gotta survive. I was talking to a friend the other day who lives by himself, who said he didn't want to be part of my group because I have another person in my group who he doesn't like his mindset. We were all co-workers. Maybe they had a run-in. I don't know. Yeah. The guy we're talking about can be a little rough around the edges, but he'll do the right thing in the end. But if you don't like him, you don't like him. If you don't think you can't exist with him, then I don't want the chaos within my own compound. So I get it. But he thinks that he's got it all figured out, that he'll be fine, and that his neighbors, who he admits are all demtards and not prepared at all, won't come knocking. And I jokingly told him, you're right. They're not going to come knocking. Maybe the first time they might knock and say, yo, got a sandwich and a bottle of water for a starving child? And you say, no, go away. They'll probably go away. They're coming back, and they ain't going to be alone. I hope that that does not happen, but I do not see any way that there is not mass rioting, looting, burning, assaulting, and even some people gonna die as the unprepared lose their frickin' minds. They will do whatever they think they need to do to feed their kids, who they weren't thinking about just a week before the shit went down. But that's the way the masses think, so to speak. All I'm saying is, if you've got a chance and you know someone who's made an offer, has a compound, little camp, whatever, and he's floated it, you might really want to think of taking him up on that. Okay, that's all I got. For now, Jake D. Signing.